What's up, guys? Sen here. And if you are like me, you've been playing a ton of Destiny over this last week. If you are also like me, you've been running into quite a few issues trying to get the weapons to complete the exotic glaive quest from the Wellspring. Well, Joe Blackburn took to Twitter earlier today and he more or less addressed the fact that Bungie is working on fixing the drop rates for both the Wellspring weapons and Ascendant alloys. So I'm just going to read through his tweets. Number one, the team's been playing a lot of Witch Queen. Wanted to give some quick updates on where our head is at with some week one reactions. First, aren't super happy with how unpredictable it can be to complete report relic data for the evidence board quest chain. We're still monitoring the time commitment for unlocking and upgrading crafted weapons, but the drop rates and unlock requirements for the Wellspring throwing roll weapons are currently going to gate off too many players for being able to earn these exotic glaives. In a patch targeting next week, we will be increasing the drop chances for weapons in Wellspring and adding bad luck protection for both getting a standard drop and getting a deep sight resonant version of a weapon. Feel free to join me in the Wellspring this week if you want to be one of the first for a crafted version of these weapons, but know that next week this step should be a lot easier to make reliable progress. Next, Ascendant alloy drop rates aren't where we want them. This Thursday, we are getting some fixes for Ascendant alloys to be more predictable in high level activities. Thank you, God. With our patch targeting this Thursday, you will have a greater chance to receive an Ascendant alloy not just by the difficulty tier of the activity, but also based on your plat, gold, silver completion. Did I already say thank you, God? Let me say it one more time. This will mean higher chances at earning Ascendant alloys for gold platinum completions, but we will continue to monitor and adjust drop rates as the season progresses. Finally, we are monitoring several gameplay sandbox elements as we head towards the world first race. Right now, we're looking at an interaction that centers around Syntheseps and a few interactions that center around Suppressive Glaive as problematic. Yeah, no shit. Suppressive Glaives can literally lock down certain mobs in perpetuity forever. So yes, that's going to be an issue if players suddenly discover on day one that they can lock down a boss forever. Expect more information around our plan here in the TWAB with both short-term solutions to protect the world first race and long-term adjustments. Overall, we're happy with the smooth launch with Witch Queen and now are buckling down to look at how things like Void 3.0 and weapon crafting are affecting the rest of the game so we can start dialing things in to create a solid year 5 of Destiny 2. It's been so great to enjoy the Witch Queen last week alongside one of the best communities in gaming, and we can't wait to get out and play the raid and the rest of Season of the Risen along with all of you. Thank you, God. All right, so in regards to Wellspring, I fucking hate it. Not the activity itself. I think the activity itself is super fun. You go in, it's fast. There's a high density of enemies. You blow shit up, you collect loot, you get out. Here's the problem. When I go into Wellspring, I'm only in Wellspring for the weapons. I really don't care about high stat armor. More or less because I feel as though the vast majority of the community already has high stat armor. We have high stat armor from the previous seasons that we've essentially been upgrading and we carried through this season. Don't care about high stat armor, you can take the high stat armors out. Secondly, there's no reason that there should be normal versions of these weapons in there. All the versions of these weapons that drop in Wellspring should all have deep sight resonance. The fact that we play through the entire activity, get to the end, open up the chest, and an armor piece may drop out, that's going to piss me off. Or a normal version of the weapon is going to drop out, that's also going to piss me off. So I'm still more or less relying on RNG not to screw me over in order to complete this step of the quest, and that's absolutely annoying. The previous step also had RNG, where there were certain weapons that you didn't get from Finch, and you had to hope that you got from a chest or out in the world, but that was fine. We more or less cheesed our way in order to figure that out and get past it with ease. But the fact that this is still in there, that we still have to compete with armor and normal drops against getting a deep sight resonant version of a weapon, that's going to be annoying. I find that to be abysmal, and I hate that design. Now, the Ascendant alloy upgrades, thank you, God. I am one of the people that I believe that if you are playing the highest level content and you are completing the highest level content, you should be rewarded with the highest level materials. You should never complete a high level piece of content. Like, for instance, you should never go into a Grandmaster and never leave without an Ascendant shard. So I like the fact that they are changing the Ascendant alloys to more or less reward players not only for completing content at the highest level, but also completing content perfectly by eliminating all the champions and doing all of the activities inside the content that you need to do. But yeah, looks like we're going to be getting some upgrades. I'm happy that Bungie is responding to this so quickly, and if you are hyped as well, comment down below, let me know, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.